Tonight, you will lie down in a dark room, stare at the ceiling, and wait. Your body will feel tired. Your eyes will sting. But sleep will not come. You will check your phone, put it down, check it again, roll over, and calculate how many hours you have left if you fall asleep right now. The number shrinks. You feel worse. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a quiet voice will ask, "What is wrong with you?" Nothing. Nothing is wrong with you. Something is wrong with the world around you. To understand why, you have to go back further than smartphones, electricity, alarm clocks, factory shifts, and the modern idea of bedtime. Back to a world where the only light after sunset came from fire, and sleep was woven into darkness, not forced against it. Your ancestors did not sleep the way you do. For most of human history, sleep was not one clean, uninterrupted block. It was fluid, fragmented, and connected to fire, cold, sound, danger, and the night itself. Anthropologist Carol Worthman studied sleep in non-industrialized communities like the Hadza and the Akonk. What she found challenged the modern idea of normal sleep. People did not simply go to bed, stay unconscious for 8 hours, and wake to an alarm. They dozed. They woke. They talked quietly. They tended fires. They drifted off again. Sleep was not an event with a strict beginning and end. It was a texture running through the night. And insomnia, as we understand it, is almost absent. Historian Roger E. Kirch found something similar in pre-industrial Europe. In diaries, court records, medical texts, and letters, he kept seeing the same phrases: first sleep and second sleep. Before industrial time took over, many Europeans slept in 2 phases. They slept for 3 or 4 hours, woke around midnight, stayed awake for an hour or 2, and then returned to second sleep. That quiet time was used for prayer, reflection, conversation, or intimacy. It even had a name: the watch. Then came the Industrial Revolution, and the watch disappeared. Factories needed bodies at fixed hours. Gas lamps turned streets into permanent dusk. Later, electric lights made darkness optional. The night stopped being night and became a dimmer version of the day. Suddenly, the old rhythm was inconvenient. You could not wake calmly in the middle of the night if the factory whistle sounded at 5. You could not sleep in soft waves if productivity demanded that you arrive rested, punctual, and uniform. So sleep was compressed, standardized, measured by the clock. And natural midnight waking was reclassified. If you woke at night, something was wrong. If your sleep was not one continuous block, you became a patient. But your body never agreed to that contract. Your body is still running code written long before cities existed. Inside your brain, just above where your optic nerves cross, there is a tiny structure called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. It works like a master clock, helping coordinate temperature, hormones, digestion, immune activity, and sleep itself. And one signal controls it more than anything else: light. More specifically, the kind of blue light your eyes are built to detect around dawn. When that light hits special cells in your retina, your brain reads it as morning. Melatonin shuts down. Cortisol rises. Body temperature climbs. The waking sequence begins. For hundreds of thousands of years, this happened at sunrise. Then came the phone. When you look at your screen at 11:30 at night, your brain does not understand that you are just checking one message. It receives a signal that looks, biologically, like morning. The blue light from the screen hits the same system that should tell your body the sun has risen. Melatonin drops. Your nervous system becomes slightly more alert. Your body shifts away from sleep and toward waking. Then you put the phone down, close your eyes, and wonder why nothing happens. But the phone is only the newest problem. Thomas Edison believed sleep was a waste of time. When electric light spread through homes and cities in the late 19th century, it changed something ancient. For the first time, humans could choose when darkness arrived. Almost immediately, we started choosing later and later. The bond between the sun and the human body began to loosen. A 2015 study in Current Biology by Jerome Siegel and his team tracked sleep in the Hadza, San, Insomnia communities. These groups did not sleep dramatically more than modern people. They averaged roughly 6.5 hours a night. The difference was timing. They fell asleep a few hours after sunset, as body temperature dropped, and woke near sunrise. No alarms, no supplements, their environment still matched their biology. Yours does not. Your bedroom is too warm. To enter deep sleep, your core temperature needs to fall. A warm room fights that process all night. Your evenings are filled with artificial light, lamps, screens, streetlights through curtains, and the glow of electronics. Late meals keep digestion active when it should be slowing down. Caffeine can linger for 6 to 8 hours, blocking adenosine, the chemical that builds sleep pressure. So the heaviness that should arrive naturally is muted. And beneath all of this, something even older is still working. Your sleeping brain is not switched off. Even in deep sleep, part of it keeps scanning for sounds that do not belong. For most of human evolution, sleep was never a private act in a sealed room. People slept in groups, near fires, close enough to hear each other breathe. Someone was often awake. Someone was feeding the fire. Someone was listening. For survival. Your body did not evolve to fall unconscious alone in a silent, locked bedroom, cut off from the group. Some ancient layer of your nervous system still listens for movement, checks the perimeter, and asks whether anyone is keeping watch. That low hum of alertness you feel at night may not be failure. It may be one of the oldest systems in your body doing exactly what it was designed to do, in a world it was never designed for. Neuroscientist Russell Foster describes modern sleep problems as a temporal mismatch, friction between your biological clock and the social clock civilization built. Your body wants darkness early, your schedule wants productivity, your entertainment wants midnight, your alarm wants morning, your biology wants rhythm, your life gives it noise. Every day, you live between those two clocks. And every night, when sleep refuses to arrive on command, you feel that conflict in your body. There are things that help. Get bright outdoor light into your eyes soon after waking. Real daylight gives your brain a strong signal that the day has begun. Eat your last meal earlier than feels necessary. Cool your bedroom. The drop in temperature is part of the signal your body is waiting for. Dim your lights after sunset. This is not just making the room cozy. It is speaking a language your brain understood long before the light bulb existed. And if you wake in the middle of the night, do not reach for your phone. Do not calculate how many hours are left. Do not turn rest into a test you are failing. Lie there. Breathe. Let the darkness be dark. You may not be broken. Your body may simply be remembering an older rhythm. Because sleep is not a problem your body needs to solve. It is not a weakness, not a reward for exhausting yourself enough, and not something improved by being squeezed into one perfect block between workdays. Sleep is the oldest thing you do. It existed before language, before cities, before agriculture, before the first human ancestor looked up at the stars. You were not broken by sleep. You were made by it. So tonight, when you lie down in that dark room and stare at the ceiling, you are not failing. You are an ancient body inside a modern room, trying to close the distance between two incompatible worlds. The stillness, the waiting, the sudden waking at 2 in the morning, the feeling that part of you is still listening. That is not weakness. That is biology. Old, precise, stubborn, and still searching for the world it came from. And somehow, every night it still finds you.